Hi there, welcome to this video. Today's video I'm going to talk about my thoughts, my ideas on why Bitcoin will go to zero. Okay, why the Bitcoin will crash and it will fall to zero or it will end soon. Okay, so these are my thoughts, not an investment advice, but I would explain why I think it will go to zero. Okay, so the Bitcoin has been for the last 15 years, it is successfully running, and currently the all-time high is has crossed more than $100,000 US dollars. Okay, so today's price is just let me see. Okay, the today's price is around 87,000 US dollars. Okay, so I'm recording this video on 26th of November 2025. Now, as you can see in the charts, actually, let's go to the charts. Okay, so Bitcoin has taken a lot of, trust building, and slowly it rallied from here somewhere 16,000 US dollars to, it has touched somewhere 125,000 US dollars. Okay, so now what happens is the Bitcoin usage is simply like a currency. Okay, uh, just a minute. Yes, so the Bitcoin usage is an alternative to the banking currency. Okay, whichever nation you belong to, the alternative seems to be Bitcoin. Okay, the cryptocurrency. Now, uh, that is good for the general public, to save some tax or to invest in other assets, things like that. But when you see from the perspective of a nation or the government, there is a lot of problem. Okay, because government, they want control over the nation, the public. Okay, so with Bitcoin, they lost control, over the currency. Now, if everybody starts using Bitcoin for their currency purpose, then the government will have no power over the money. Okay, the banks which are running will not be able to function properly if everybody is uh, transacting on a daily basis with only crypto or a Bitcoin. Okay, so there is some problem in the government side or the nation side. Okay, it is slowly and steadily overtaking banks. Okay, people will less likely go to bank or transact bank and use cryptocurrency instead. Okay, because you can hide that money. Okay, on a wallet or a different crypto exchange. Okay, so there are many technical reasons for crypto boom, a bull run for the last 15 years. Okay, now, the banks or the government were unable to control that bull run. Okay, it just happened. Now, but slow and steadily, the government is losing its power, the currency printing power. Okay, and also I think a lot of illegal activities are happening through Bitcoin or through cryptocurrency in general. Okay, and also, if you have noticed, for the last few years, many big exchanges, crypto exchanges, have been hacked. Millions and billions of dollars of cryptocurrency has been stolen. Okay, has been hacked and stolen. Many big cryptocurrency exchanges in different nations has been hacked. Okay, so basically, people are also slowly losing trust on Bitcoin. Okay, because wherever they keep, it is getting hacked. That is one first reason. And the government is also unable to control the Bitcoin or the currency transactions happening in through Bitcoin. Okay. Now, because the government has unable to stop it, okay, and the nations, the government are unable to stop it, and somehow the Bitcoin as an alternative currency has reached the high of 100,000 US dollars, 100,000, 125,000 US dollars as an all-time high. The government wants to utilize this opportunity. Okay? The nation, the government, the banks wants to utilize the opportunity. Okay, if anybody, a retail trader or any trader or investor, okay, who is being buying Bitcoin for a long time, okay, he may think, okay, let it after touching 100,000 US dollars, let it touch 200,000 US dollars or 500,000 US dollars or a million dollar US dollars. Okay, so whoever is holding Bitcoin, he is holding for his lifetime. Okay, like for $1 million or $500,000 or $200,000. Okay, now many people who are waiting for a good signal to buy Bitcoin. Okay, they might buy at 100,000 US dollars. Okay, because the price has really rallied for the last few years steadily. Okay, that's what people like. They want a steady, consistent rally in the charts so that they can buy the crypto. Now, a lot of investors, what they think is if the price has touched 100,000 US dollars, technically it will also touch 200,000 US dollars. Okay, so easily they can double their money in using crypto. Okay, so the doubling mentality. Okay, that's what they might think. Okay, so what happened next? Once the market has touched somewhere 125,000 US dollars, it has gone to 6 month low. Okay, now currently it is some 84,000, 86, 87 US thousand US dollars. Okay, so already there is a drop of almost 40,000 US dollars, or maybe more than that. Okay, so if the market can drop in just a short time, in just 2 months' time, if it can drop 40,000 US dollars, then in the next 2 months' time, it can also drop to 5,000, 10,000 US dollars, or even it can go to negative or 500 or 1,000 US dollars. Okay, the reason is people panic very fast. Okay, whoever has uh, bought at this top at an all-time high, okay, they will start to panic. Okay, now all big investors have bought only after the Bitcoin touching 100,000 US dollars. Okay, so all the big investors, the big retail traders or institutional traders, most of the sometime maybe banks also, they have bought Bitcoin at 100,000 US dollars or maybe more than that. Okay, now if in 2 months' time, if the market can fall 40,000 US dollars in price, okay, then definitely it can in the next 1 or 2 months, maybe by December 2025 or max January 2026, in next 2 months' time, it can also go to zero. Okay, and why I strongly believe maybe in the next 3 4 months it will go to zero. Why I strongly believe that is because the trust issues. Okay, these are technical reasons. The banks, it has overtaken banks or the nation losing currency power, printing power, or the illegal activities. Okay, whoever is holding Bitcoin for the long term, okay, if he sees the price has fallen in just 2 months' time almost half of it, 40% of it or 30% of it, then definitely he will start panic and he will look for an exit. Okay. But what happens if the market does not give any exit? Okay. When the price is not even breaking the week's high, what will happen then if it continues to fall down to 50,000 US dollars? Okay, the market and people will panic a lot. Okay, out of fear of losing money, they will have an exit. Okay, whatever the price is available. If it goes 50,000 US dollars in maybe in 1 month's time, then definitely people will start exiting the market very, very fast. Okay. Now, if that happens, then just like a roller coaster ride, it will crash. It will crash. It will crash very hard. Okay. And the reason is uh, people, the government, the banks are waiting for a long time to make this happen. Okay. To make the Bitcoin crash. Okay. So that they can balance all their debts. There are many news going on about US and other big countries, how they are, you know, trying to use Bitcoin as an advantage to, to balance their debt. Okay, so there are a lot of technical reasons. I will not go into that. But I think the Bitcoin will go to zero in a few months' time, maybe 3, 4 months' time, and it will crash very, very soon. Okay, but the cryptocurrency as a project, it will continue. The form will change. Okay, so the form will change. Bitcoin may go to zero, but instead of Bitcoin, people will replace with some other coin, okay, or some other technology, or some other form of currency which they can transact online. You know, yeah, so what could happen is any other altcoin can take the place of Bitcoin today in few months' time, or a new form of cryptocurrency, AI cryptocurrency can be established using through the government control. Anything can happen, but the cryptocurrency as a project, it will continue to run, and the form of Bitcoin will change. Okay, for example, in before 100 200 years, gold was used as a currency. Later they changed to silver. Later they just started to print the money, printed coins, printed money. Okay, now the Bitcoin is there. People are using it for transactions. So later, after few months or few years, Bitcoin will change its form in some other currency or some other new technology. Okay, so that's what I wanted to have this video all about. My ideas on why I think Bitcoin will go to zero, the biggest pump and dump coin in history. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.